Hi, this is Mato. Welcome to my online chess lecture. In this video, I will show you Lichess Game of the Month, February 2024. Play with white pieces started with e4, e6, d4, d5, the French defense, knight to c3, the most played move, bishop to b4, the winner variation, e5, c5, attacking the white center, asking a question, bishop takes knight check, pawn takes bishop, queen to a5, defending the pawn, queen to a4, threatening to win the pawn on d4, knight to f3, knight to c6, more pressure on the pawn. How would you defend the pawn on d4? Perhaps white can play pawn takes pawn on c5. Play with the white pieces, play bishop to e2, sacrificing the pawn for the development. C takes on d4, c takes on d4, knight takes on d4, knight takes on d4, queen takes on d4. Black won a pawn. And now he's threatening to win one more pawn. How to defend that pawn on e5? Play with the white pieces castled. King's side, queen takes on e5, and black is now 2 pawns up. But behind in the development. White to move, perhaps bishop to b5 comes to mind. Rook to e1 was played, threatening to win the queen. The queen escaped to c7, bishop to b4. Knight to f6, perhaps a5 should have been considered, or even a knight to e7. Knight to f6 was played, a4, bishop to d7. White to move, and white wants to open the center files. How to do that? With the pawn, of course. c4, d takes on c4, rook to c1, b5, a takes on b5, bishop takes on b5, and the pawn is defended twice. So perhaps it's not a good idea to take the pawn. Or maybe it is. What would you do? Bishop takes on c4 was played, bishop takes bishop, rook takes bishop, queen takes rook. So, what was the idea behind the piece sacrifice? The idea was to threaten the checkmate, but black had an answer. Knight to d5. White to move. What now? What would you do? Are you ready to see the move? Rook takes pawn check, kaboom. F takes on e6, queen takes pawn check, and the king must go to d8. But then bishop to a5 check is very uncomfortable, isn't it? Knight to b6 blocking, but this move has a downside, and that is queen takes queen. King to e7 unpinning, queen to c7 check, king to f6. White to move. White can play bishop takes knight, but queens are more powerful when they have a helper. Bishop to c3 check was played, king to g6, queen takes pawn check, king to h5, g4 check, king to h4, bishop to f6 check, king to h3, f3, black to move, h5. If something like knight to d5, what happens then? Then queen to h6 checkmate. That is why we have h5, king to f2, rook from h to g8, queen to h6, rook to h8, queen to c1, h4, queen to f1 check, king takes pawn. White to move. Instead of playing queen to g2 checkmate, bishop to e5 checkmate was played, allowing the helper to have some glory. What do you think of this game? And that is all. I hope that you enjoyed watching this video. I wish you good luck with your chess, and bye for now.